Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Texas and I'm delighted, as always, to be joined by my good friend, my buddy, my pal, Lee Eaton. How are you feeling, big man?
Who said we're friends?
Me.
I'm joking. How you doing? Yeah, good. Very good.
First time in Texas. This is your first time in the States, man. How you finding it? I know we went out for a huge meal when you landed on Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
How did you find the food?
Had a few Diet Cokes. Yeah, but yeah, no. Obviously, yesterday I was absolutely cream crackered, and I went to sleep at 9 o'clock last night, and I woke up at 3 this morning. So I've been up since 3 this morning. That's
a jet lag for you, buddy. Let's talk about why you're here. You're a young fighter, Jay Harris, up against a tough opponent in Martinez. Eddie's come out and said that's his favourite fighter right now. Obviously, Jay Harris is your boy. You've been quite confident in this fight. You're saying Jay's obviously he's your fighter. You're going to be, but
no matter what, you got to back your own boy. But listen, Martinez is an exceptional fighter, unbelievable. Obviously, we see what he's done with Andrew Selby. See what he's done with Charlie Edwards. Obviously, the punch on the ground wasn't ideal, but and Rosales by stopping Rosales. So this is an incredible fighter. Jay's very under it in this fight. But listen, Jay Harris is a great fighter. He's proved over the last year. We signed him 12 months ago, January 21st, I think, in last year. He's had obviously boxed Brett Fido to a quick little 6-rounder. Then he's fought for the European title against Moreno. Won nearly every round in that. Then he's obviously stopped Paddy Barnes, and now he's got the world title shot. So it's an unbelievable story for Jay. But I'm absolutely buzzing for him, and you can just see him dancing about, just walking about. He's the quietest boy ever, but you see him just with a big smile on his face. Seeing him yesterday at the presser and stuff like that, he's just taking it all in. And he's just loving it to be. But the people are writing him off, but trust me, he will go out there and give it his all. And I pray to God that he does it, because there'll be absolutely scenes.
I think that as well. He's obviously absorbing the atmosphere, but I'm just looking to my right here. Kevin Rooney's just putting up the backdrop. So shall we just move this interview when he's done, so we get the backdrop and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Come on, let's do it. Come on, Kev, look, you're on camera. Come on. Oh, it's all right, mate. Look at this. This is. I won't even edit this out. That's how good I am. This is staying in. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. DAZN, Sky Sports.
Where's the logo? Come on.
Right there. Look, there it is. Yes, when I spoke to Jay, when was it? That was yesterday, in fact. When I spoke to Jay yesterday, he was absorbing the atmosphere. He was loving it. He had a smile on his face. I said, what's it like being out in Texas and fighting for a world title? He's like, I can't believe it. Like, I'm over the moon. 18 months ago, I didn't think boxing was going to...
12 months ago.
12 months ago. He never thought he'd box.
January last year, he didn't know where he was going. Obviously, just defended his Commonwealth title. He literally had nowhere to go. And he said that. Gary Lockett and Jay Harris have come out and said, look, we was in no man's land. Obviously, MTK have signed him to a promotional deal. And 12 months down the line, he's fighting for a WBC world title on the biggest card that there is this year, and one of the best cards you'll ever see.
Well, Eddie said it's the best card he's ever put on.
Yeah. Well, listen, that speaks levels anyway. But if you ever look at it, Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas, Cal Yafai versus Chocolito, Joseph Parker. Obviously, it's just stacked, absolute stacked.
One of your favourite fighters, Madrimov, is on.
Madrimov, I love him. He's unbelievable. I'm really looking forward to watching him. Obviously, Mikey Garcia is one of my favourite fighters, but. You know what? I think he's at the wrong weight. Obviously, everyone says this, but listen, he might surprise everyone tomorrow because he's an unbelievable fighter. Obviously, 4-weight world champion and stuff like that. But he's right up against it with Jesse Vargas. But I think Jesse might be too big, too strong. But let's see. It's going to be a great night.
I just want to jump back onto Jay there as well. Like, Jay's a huge underdog, massive underdog. There's no doubt in that. But we've seen underdogs lately pull off great wins. Yeah. Andy Ruiz for one back in June against Joshua, and then Tyson Fury was a slight underdog going into the Wilder fight on Saturday night there. You're confident, Jay's confident. Can the kid do it?
Fucking right he can. And the new. Listen, I pray to God.
You jumping in the ring if he wins?
Oh, Eddie and Lucian Butte style.
Carl Froch, Lucian Butte.
Yeah, but no, listen, it's going to be it's an hard night's work. Everyone at the team knows it's a bloody hard night's work. But I think Jay can do it. I pray to God he can. If he can't, he can't. He dusts himself off and goes again. There's plenty of big fights out there for him. So it's a learning curve, and we're just going to go in now and give it his all. That's all we can do.
It's a great opportunity for Jay just to announce himself on the world scene, isn't it? I mean, WBC title, Dallas, Texas, DAZN, Sky Sports, man, what a platform to do it on. 2
WBC world titles in a week for MTK Global, hopefully.
Well, you spoke. Let's talk about the one last weekend in Fury Wilder. Fury said that he was going to knock him out. I didn't believe him. I don't think anyone believed him. In fact, the only one person was Teofimo Lopez. He said, I believe him, and he actually predicted that he put a bet on in Vegas saying that he's going to stop him. He was probably the only one I spoke to in the whole of Las Vegas that thought that. Did you think he was going to do it?
No. When he said about his tactics, he said he was going to come and try and knock him out, I was thinking, oh, fuck's sake, he's going to end up coming in and getting caught. And that's the way I said it. I thought if he does employ them tactics, then it ain't going to. Obviously, I think he'll get caught. But fuck me, it was probably one of the best performances I've ever seen from a Brit. Absolutely, just bullied him, made him look bang average, and obviously destroyed him. This whole costume thing's a load of fucking cobblers. Do you know what I mean? So, but listen, Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight on the planet at the minute. So simple as that.
How many coffees you had? Your language is atrocious, mate.
Well, it's just me, isn't it?
It's AFL. You can do what you fucking come on.
No, this first coffee, actually third.
Third, is it?
Third coffee. Been up since 3, so come.
I'll let you off. The costume thing as well, because I said to Eddie at the interview yesterday, Eddie's done interviews 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and then he's done something that he signed a fighter or whatever. He said something bad about a fighter, and he's dug up. But it comes back and bites him on the arse. Yeah, so it seems like Wilder was on the Joe Rogan podcast back in 2018 and said that he wears a 45-pound vest during training to do his this, that, and the next thing. And then now he's saying that the costume's too heavy when he walked 100 yards. Your initial thoughts, come on.
A load of shit. Simple as that, a load of shit. He got his arse handed to him, and that's it. Simple as that. Tyson Fury bullied him, made him look bang average, and destroyed him. And he's obviously, if he does sack that Mark Brayland, then he's a fool. Do you know what I mean? How can you do that when the man was only looking out for his safety? So he was all over the gaff. He shouldn't be. He 100% should have been pulled out. So I think it's the right decision. And all the excuses, just take it on the chin, like Joshua did. I got beat by the better man. Simple as that on the night, and then come back and won the rematch. So it is what it is. Deontay Wilder has lost a lot of respect from a lot of people.
That's Breland's job, isn't it? Look after the fighter, because every single fighter wants to go out on their shield. Every single fighter doesn't want to quit. You see some fighters do quit, but 99% of them want to go out on their shield. But it's the trainer's job to say, nah, you've had enough, let's fight another day. I think that everyone in boxing is on Breland's side here. So
yeah, 100%.
Why do you think Wilder's mentioned this about Breland? Do you think he's just trying to find a reason as to why he got beat up so bad?
Because he's believed his own hype all these years. He's done everything he's said before, he's done. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, the records, the knockouts and everything like that. He believed his own hype, and obviously he can't accept it. He's just had his arse fucking spanked. So by the Gypsy King. So it is what it is. So just take it on the chin and crack on.
You mentioned Joshua there. Joshua, when he lost against Ruiz, he took it on the chin. Fury, Joshua, is that the one you want to see?
Everyone.
Stupid question?
Everyone wants to see it. Every single person wants to see it. So a few years ago, I was Joshua. But now you're thinking, hang on. Do you know what I mean? The Tyson Fury's just put on an unbelievable performance. I didn't know he had that in him. But so it's a great fight. It is a 50-50 fight, and hopefully it gets made.
Take your MTK hat off for a second. Who wins that fight?
Tyson Fury.
Still got the MTK hat on?
No, always got the MTK hat on. But no, listen, on that performance, I think Tyson. But obviously, Anthony Joshua is an unreal fighter, and what he's done and achieved in a short amount of time, he's a great fighter. So we're just Britain's lucky to have the 2 best heavyweights in the planet. So all 3. Dillian White as well is up there, probably the 3rd best heavyweight in the world. So we're just blessed to have that, and we're lucky to do that. So.
It's crazy boxing. You've been in the game long enough now. I've been in the game long enough. It doesn't matter. The game is just a crazy sport. It's a mad sport. I mean, 3 months ago, America had all the heavyweight championships. Now, 3 months down the line, we've got them all. Britain's got them all. it makes sense to make Fury Wilder, Fury Joshua.
I don't want to see the third fight. I think it's a waste of time, and I think it will absolutely bomb at the pay-per-view. But obviously, everyone wants to see Fury Joshua. Simple as that. So get it made. Come on, Ed.
Yeah. Well, you had breakfast with Ed this morning. Did you talk to him about this?
No. Didn't talk about nothing.
No. What was it like meeting your hero, your idol, the person you aspire to be, Eddie Hearn? What was it like meeting the guy that you love so much, the guy that you want to be, the guy that you model your suits on, the guy that?
Mate, listen, my idol's Bob Arum. Bob Arum's the man. Bob Arum's the man.
Should we show Eddie this interview?
Yeah, fucking right. Tell him. He's number 2. Bob Arum's number 1.
Bob Arum's number 1, Eddie Hearn number 2. I'll want to mention that to him because like. I see the shine in your eyes, the glitter in your eyes, the spark in your eyes every time you look at Eddie Hearn, man. It's pure love, man.
Silly cunt, you are. That's like you looking at Coogan.
I'll admit that. I don't give a fuck.
The Cooganator.
The Cooganator. Final word on Jay Harris. 2 nights until fight night. The kid looks ready. He spoke well at the press conference yesterday, so it doesn't look like any nerves are in him. No. You've been round him most of this week. How is he feeling? How is he looking? And just one final word on the kid.
He's just buzzing. He's just buzzing to be here. And he's been eating 3 meals a day. He's only a pound over. He does the weight properly. He's ready to go. He's ready to absolutely go. So I'm just looking forward to it. And I just want him to enjoy it and go out and do his best he can. So that's all you can ask for, isn't it?
I'm definitely looking forward to it. If Jay wins, you Klinsman and right underneath the bottom rope.
100%.
And then ruin your suit. I want to see it, Lee.
100%. It's happening.
You promise?
Promise.
Right. Big man, as always, thanks for doing this for IFL TV, and I want to grab a coffee. Ready?
No worries. Top man.
Good man.